Good morning everybody, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Another hot day and I'm at home, so the sun is shining, I've got the blinds down, I've got a couple of fans on, making a cup of coffee. I'm going to get something for lunch and I'm being pestered by stupid idiots. And I refuse to cooperate, so I shall get a load of shit thrown at me. And bring it on. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning and happy International Tiger Day, which celebrates these majestic creatures and raises awareness for protecting their habitats. If you want to learn more about these big cats, ask me for a tiger fact.
Alexa, can I have a tiger fact?
Here's a fact about the Detroit Tigers. The Detroit Tigers' fielding percentage is 1%.
Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 10:49 a.m.
Right, so up and at it this morning, trying to rile me and wind me up. A phone call from my mother at 10 to 6 in the morning. I didn't answer it. I didn't even know she'd rung, actually, to be fair. That is the gardeners. So I'm trying to speak on video, so I'm just going to shut the window, because if you shut the window you can't hear it. So you can't hear it now, it's not as bad as it was. So as soon as I start speaking, the gardeners are going past the window and it's annoying, it's a buzzing sound. So I didn't answer my mum's phone call at 10 to 6 in the morning. He gets up upstairs for work about 5 and then he's gone about 5:45. So I find that a bit uncanny. I said to my mum, I said, why are you getting up early? Oh, I usually get up at this time. No, she doesn't. So my mum asked me a load of questions and I didn't give her any information because I'm fully aware what's going on and it's been going on for a long time. And I said, I'm not really saying anything. I'm not planning to go anywhere today. And I'm staying at home and I'm just trying to relax with all this noise going on. You can hear it. And it started as soon as I started speaking on this video. And I'm not lying, it started as soon as I started the first sentence of this video. They started to start messing around underneath the balcony. And they've got bright fluorescent orange tops on and grey caps. So I had a grey cap on this morning. So they've got grey caps on as well. So I took my mum's phone call and then I obviously have got to walk Max. It's very, very hot. Harry's curled up here. That's my ginger cat. This cat went missing and was returned to me a couple of days ago by an unknown woman. Max is over there. He's led out. He's been for a walk. So I went for a walk early. It's extremely hot. People will be sat on benches. And I've got the usual crap. I'd actually had a message where someone said they would like to come into the shower with me. And I totally ignored it. I mean, these are just random, unknown people on dating sites that not only do it to me, they do it to other women. There's a woman on YouTube that went undercover in a dating site and she actually phoned the number up and the bloke apologised. Oh, I'm so sorry. Because they just talk sex. So you'll be in a dating site for a couple of seconds, and you've straight away you've got these unknown men. Oh, hello sexy, I'd like to have you in the shower, I want to do this to you. And you'll be in there for a few seconds, and that's what you get. I have not gone into a dating site and picked anybody and gone, hi, hello sexy. So why do they do that? Why do these random blokes go, hello sexy, I'd love to have you in the shower? I wouldn't dream it, but you know, most people are shy when they meet somebody, when they're talking to someone on a dating site, you're shy. Hello, nice to meet you. So where's all this filth coming from? Where's it coming from? It's disgusting. I wouldn't talk to anybody like that if I hadn't met them. Hello sexy, I'd like to F you in the shower. So we went onto the field. There was a couple sat on a bench, a woman and a man. There was people outside Costa Coffee, and there's probably people heading off to the seaside and they're going out for days out. Well, good luck to them. I'm making a stand. I am not being treated like a common piece of shit. I'm not having it anymore. I'm not anybody's property. I'm not a sex toy, and don't talk to me like that. So I walked up the road this morning with Max on his lead, walked up the road. There was two blokes dressed in orange t-shirts, and one of them had a grey cap on like I put on this morning. Then I walked round the back behind them, and there was a lady in a red cardigan, hunched over like my mother Jennifer. So she was hunched over like this, and she was getting into a lovely big car, really big car. So she was disabled, but she was driving. Remember the video that I did about before, that I said my dad used to drive with cataracts? They're mad. They're absolutely fucking crazy. As soon as a video's gone on, they're into my videos, they're listening to what I've said, and they're acting reckless and dangerous. Mad. Absolutely crazy. So this lady was driving like this. Driving like that. Absolute madness and dangerous. They're crazy, they're lunatics. Because all I get is, oh, can I have some more pictures of you? Can I buy some more pictures of you? Can there's some more pictures? Got any more pictures for me? Who the fuck are you? You're a nutter. You're a nutcase. You're a lunatic. Absolute, like Holly Willoughby's stalker. Can I have some more pictures of you? I'm a filthy old man. Can you tell me more about yourself? What is your hobbies? I want to know what to do to you when I come down and fucking see you. When I come and see you, you know, I want to do all these things to you. So I walked past this old lady with the hunch, walked past a couple on the bench, walked past people across the coffee. There was a young man speaking to an old lady outside the co-op, and I thought, here we go, 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 here we go. So they talk all bollocks. They're going to do this, they're going to do that, they're going to come and see me, and there's a young bloke talking to an old lady getting into a car, and I don't see anyone or speak to anyone. And I told you I got called a fat lesbian yesterday because I wouldn't give a guy some pictures. I got called a fat lesbian. Lovely language. So walked Max onto the field. Two old men, and I just avoided them, and I just took Max for a walk and went round the field. So I got called an old man, get back to work you old man, and I got called a fat lesbian yesterday. They really need to make up their mind up what I am and who I am. And it doesn't make me cross and it doesn't make me angry. No, because why would it? I know they're a fucking Fruit Loop, so you know what I mean. Alexa, LBC Radio.
LBC London from Global Player. To talk to Susie. Susie, you have 1 minute. Tell me what you would do.
It's Carol Vorderman.
Okay, sorry.
Carol Vorderman, everybody.
You know of them, and I know that LBC knows of them, but nobody I've ever met has ever heard of them, and they are called patriotic millionaires. And everybody that I've spoken to simply doesn't believe me, and until I show them, their
No, I've heard of them.
I know you have, and I know LBC have.
I do apologise for the noise outside, but that's beyond my control.
And they are fundamentally some very wealthy people who are basically saying, please tax us more. Please, we can afford it. And I just think that nobody's heard of them. If these guys got more press, if they were more visible, if they were more audible, then surely they could sort of shame the other multi-millionaires into behaving in a more egalitarian manner.
Well, that's it. That is interesting, and perhaps that would lead on to a wealth tax, because I don't think there are many who would volunteer, but there are some. Susie, thank you very much. Love to Bristol, which is where I have lived for almost 20 years. Wonderful city. We'll be talking about that in our hour at 12. Thank you very much for all of your calls in the last hour. Carol Baldwin with you, sitting in for James O'Brien. In the next hour, I want to talk about this. Tommy Robinson celebrated a huge turnout for his march on Saturday under the banner, "We want our country back." It was the same line that was used for Brexit. 4 million people voted for reform at a general election. Turnout was low. Only 52% of voters, or potential voters, actually voted. Just over half. And the far right is on the rise. But instead of shouting at these people all the time and getting a bad result, should we be listening more to what they say and countering it in a different manner? Give me a ring, 0345 6060 973.
On your radio, on Global Player, and
Play LBC.
leading Britain's conversation. This is LBC.
From Global's newsroom at 11 o'clock, France's telecoms network has suffered outages across the country after being targeted by vandals. It follows disruption to the French high-speed rail network in the lead-up to the Olympics opening ceremony. Authorities believe far-left extremists were behind the coordinated arson attacks. LBC's Paris correspondent Peter Allen says services are now running again.
Technicians have been working throughout the weekend, often in heavy rain. It was very rainy on Saturday, for example, and they've managed to fix everything so that services are all 100% working as normal this morning, including Eurostar trains from London to Paris. Of course, a lot of people still arriving for the Olympics.
8 people have been arrested after Just Stop Oil protesters blocked departure gates at Gatwick Airport. Activists gathered near the entrance to security at the South Terminal this morning. Footage showed most passengers stepping over the protesters and continuing their journeys. The Chancellor is to accuse the Conservatives of running away from the truth about the public finances. Rachel Reeves is expected to cancel a series of projects because of budget shortfalls. The Tories say the full picture was clear before the election and Labour is laying the ground for tax rises. GPs have threatened to bring the NHS to a standstill with unprecedented industrial action. The British Medical Association is balancing them in a row over new contracts in England. The vote ends today. Dr Phil Whitaker, a GP and medical editor at The New Statesman, says they're at a stalemate.
The situation's gone into a death spiral where we are now in a really bizarre situation where we've actually got patients crying out for access to GPs, we've got unemployed GPs, and no actual money available to employ them.
State media in Lebanon say Israeli strikes have killed 2 people and injured 3 others. Israel is considering its response to a Hezbollah rocket attack that killed 12 children and teenagers in the Golan Heights. The militant group has denied involvement. Yellow heat health warnings have come into force across much of England. Officials say the hot weather may have significant impacts on the health and social care sector in the coming days. The warnings are in place until Wednesday night. In the city, a short time ago, the FTSE 100 was trading up 76 points at 83.62. The pound buys €1.18 and $1.28. LBC weather very warm with plenty of sunshine, cloudier in some northern and northwestern parts of the UK, a high of 29 Celsius. From Global's newsroom for LBC, I'm Thomas Watts. Ready for the press conference, boss?
Can't wait. The bank has laid eye-watering profits. Reporters will lap it up.
They might...
So, good afternoon everybody. It's important to keep cool in this really, really, really hot weather. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm making a stand, and I mean what I say. And I don't care if I'm called a fat lesbian. I don't care if they're trying to force me to prostitute myself. They stopped my bank card, stopped it. I actually went without money for a considerable number of days. Without my mother's help, I would have. I mean, I had food and that in the cupboard, but they are trying things to stop me having access to my money and force me to prostitute myself. I'm getting messages from blokes calling themselves Tom. We know that Tom is slang for a prostitute. If you report these people to the police turn around and say there's nothing they can do. So I'm left in danger, and it's been like this for pretty much of my life, since I was a child, when my dad used to take me to places. And you know, the memories of when I was a tiny little kid, obviously with time they fade. But if he was abusing me when I was 10, how do I not know he was abusing me when I was tiny, when he was taking me in his car to places? So I'm making a stand. I will not be used as a free game anymore. See you later.